Want to be heard. There you go. There you go. Come here. Ready to talk to everybody? Here. There you go. So welcome back to Strings and Pucks. This is Jeremy Laura. I just wanted to go through on kind of a tech day of my ever-evolving acoustic rig. So I think for a couple weeks now, I've been doing the acoustic coffee shop, and what you don't see is the Boss VE8. I'd done a whole thing on that before. So I've got that on the floor, the guitar's plugged into it, the microphone goes into it, right? And that allows me to do the harmonies, and I get to put reverb on the guitar. But you remember the harmonies. I won't be a winter, I won't be anyone's excuse to cry. Ironically, I just recorded that song without harmonies, but anyway, I keep that going in. The harmonies run off of whatever chords I'm playing on the guitar, right? But I don't like the guitar direct to the board, the electronics, as much as I like the acoustic. So what I've done is taken the mic that had been on my amplifier, and I'm using it to mic up the guitar, so I get the acoustic sound. I can't snap with this one. Right, you can hear that. So but I can still put reverb on the guitar by keeping the guitar output very low and jacking up the reverb. So you're still hearing reverb and you're still hearing some of the processed signal, but you're hearing more of the acoustic signal. The tricky part comes in making sure this doesn't pick up too much of my lyrics, and this doesn't pick up too much of the guitar. It's the same Shure SM55. So why am I bothering with all this? Well, I listen to my songs when I upload them, and each week I think of something I liked more and something I liked less, and I go back. So I'm running the guitar and the mic into the Boss VE8, into the iRig Duo Pro, into the iPad. I'd had trouble with this rig because it was only recording to the left side. I touched base with the company. If you're going to get one of those iRig Duo Pros, Duo Plus, whatever, and you're going to record to an iPad or an iPhone, use the app. You can change it from mono to stereo to mono combined. Mono combined is what I use most of the time. Basically, everything goes over both channels, to the left speaker and the right speaker, and it gives a much bigger sound. So when I'm only using one thing, one channel, it'll just duplicate that and run that signal through the other channel. So this is getting close to what will be my live rig when I do my first, what am I calling this? Acoustic coffee shop. So I'm not calling it Acoustic Cafe because NPR owns that, and I'm sure they'll go after you for that. But that's my rig still. I'm still using the same Fender guitar. I do like the electronics. I just prefer the acoustic sound. So hopefully on this week's recordings, an original song and a cover of Your Winter, you'll hear more of that natural acoustic sound, but still with some reverb on it, because I've got the reverb jacked to like 80%, even on a low output. So that's kind of what I'm doing, mad scientisting. And what brings all this about is a really, not just listening to myself, but a really good guitar community. People do reach out and give upgrades and suggestions. And then just as painful as it can be, just going back and watching and listening to my own videos, I know I'm absolutely an amateur whatever, but I do want to get better. Part of Ubi's embracing the suck is the process, right? So I listened to what does well, what doesn't well, and it's tinkering. But this output for the live stream will all go into a Fishman mini amp. You can see over there, it's a mini Spark, and I'll be miking that because the only way I've found to stream live on the iPad and be able to do guitar is with a single lightning connected Shure mic. So it's like a USB mic, but it's got a lightning adapter. And for some reason, the iRig Duo Pro, I am not able to do live. I've tried it so many times, but just using a single output on the iPad into that other mic, so that'll be sitting in front of an acoustic amp where everything's mixed, and it's 2 channels. So I'll be running the Boss into the first channel, and then the acoustic on the second mic into the second channel and mixing that. So it's been a lot of fun to try to figure that all out, and this coming week I'll start tinkering with the amp. But just if you're thinking of doing singer-songwriter stuff, I'm kind of tripping up on the logistics of it. Learn from my mistakes and botches. So if you have questions about any of this gear, my email should be in the description. Just shoot me a question about this gear, and if there are sometimes less expensive versions of it, like the acoustic simulator. But at this point still, I struggle to find on an acoustic guitar a direct that sounds quite the same as a mic'd up guitar, but blending on I really like the sound that I get. So that's what I'm doing there. Anyway, that's kind of my acoustic tech talk for this week. Again, my rig, let me know what you think if you're hearing the difference. If you have any gear questions on the stuff I'm using, email me. There's even some inexpensive alternatives and as far as interfaces and things, and those keep getting better and better. But thank you guys again for tuning in, and I'll talk to you soon.